Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to another episode of Nufftingz Speaks with your host, Nufftingz. All right, so we're going to do a video now about the new Marvel game that came out. It's an arcade style game, Marvel Cosmic Invasion. So I'm going to let you guys know, I was excited to play this. I'm an old man, and I love these they're side scrollers, right? Arcade style. You know, these are games we grew up on. But I got to be real. So it came out yesterday. Well, it's 11:44 p.m. Tuesday. So it came out Monday, I think. Well, I started playing it Monday, but I think it came out yesterday. So at first, I was extremely excited. I think the game's amazing. It looks great for an arcade. Um, and you know, one of the things that I don't know if you're as old as me, but if you're not, back in the Xbox 360 days, we had like arcade love. Like we would have like the summer would come around and you'd get like 5 new arcade games that were like big deals. That's how I fell in love with Castle Crashers. I love Castle Crashers. Even my son, who is 11 now, he loves Castle Crashers too. That game was a Newgrounds game. That was a website back in the day. I don't know if they still have it now. But when I was a kid, Newgrounds was like this edgy website, right? Castle Crashers, amazing game on there, right? Alien Hominid was another from the same people, right? So there's a lot of arcade games that will come out, and you were excited to play these games. Like, they were good games, right? But as we know, in the gaming industry, in the gaming industry right now, there's so many games that are so uncreative. It's like people and creativity is like zero now. Like, I don't know what it is, but people don't have creative minds anymore. I don't know. I don't think it's that they don't have creative minds. I think it's like we're not allowed to freely speak on things or do things that we want. And there's always someone trying to make the next dollar and, oh, that's not going to look good for this. And, you know, whatever, right? I don't know. That's just my opinion. But the creativity is crap. And I noticed that every game now is remastered. Now, going back to this Marvel Cosmic Invasion, it was known about it. We known about it for like 6 months. People went to conventions and played it, and it was nothing but good praise for the game, right? Now, if you don't know Cosmic Invasion, it's an arcade style game. It's like, I don't know if it's from the same company, but it's like Shredder's Revenge, right? Rita's Rewind, you know, Marty Morphin Power Rangers, Rita's Rewind, and that god awful G.I. Joe game, right? Okay, so the game is fine. Seriously, like the game is good. I recommend you buy it. The problem is with a lot of these games, it's like they come out unfinished. And this is what is the huge problem with me. To me, I feel like that's just ruining it for us. And I mean, look, we're in a world now where my kids play Roblox. None of those games are finished. They're all just from random people making games, whatever, right? But that's Roblox, right? If I buy a game, like this game was $35. Now, people are going to be like, well, you know, you can't expect a finished game for $35. But this is an arcade game. Like, this is like low-end graphics. Like, it's good, but it's not even that long. Like, how long was it to beat? 2 hours? It's not like a huge game. Like, I would consider Pokemon ZA way bigger than this. Like, this is a small game, right? Like, look, let me tell you right now. I'm on Xbox right now. I'm going to tell you how big this file is. It's 1.8 gigs. That's a small game, right? We got games out here that are like 70 gigs, 100 gigs, you know what I'm saying? But this one right here, like I can understand a big game like that, like 70 gigs, 100 gigs, whatever, to be glitchy, right? But this is an arcade game. And when I mean buggy and glitchy, like let me tell you, all right? So it came out on all platforms, right? I don't know if it came out on the Switch, but like we never talk about the Switch because any game that comes on the Switch, it never runs good unless it's their IP, right? Okay, so on the Switch, sorry, let me change that. On the Xbox, the achievements weren't unlocked at the beginning. Like when you would go to the achievements, it would say not supported, right? But in game, there's an achievement tab, right? So, okay. And it showed the achievements in there. So I unlocked every single one yesterday. Now I log in today, there was an update. None of the achievements unlocked, so I have to play the game again, which is fine, whatever. But, you know, that's the first thing that I saw, right? Then, when you got into games itself, you had the issues where you would go into a lobby and it would be the lowest, like the ping would be ass. And it would even say on the screen, like it'll be red and it'll tell you, yo, the ping is ass. Like it's like, yo, this ping is terrible. And I'm like, yo, and it's cross-platform, right? Which is good. Like, yes, these games should be cross-platform. Every game should be cross-platform now, right? But it also destroyed the experience for me because I couldn't get into lobbies. I would host. It would take forever for someone to come in. Like, I could join people. And then what would happen is, like, it even happened today. So let's say you're in a match, right? And I did one level, and then all of a sudden when the level was over, the person left. Like, literally left. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? And then I messaged them. I'm like, yo, what happened? Why'd you leave? Because it was actually a session that I put, because they have this group session part on the Xbox where you can, like, choose. You could say, like, yo, I want people to join me in the game, and they'll say if they want to or not. So when I messaged this guy, he wanted to play with me. So I was like, yo, when I asked him, he goes, bro, I thought you left. Because what happened was he was player 2 and I was player 1. When he was kicked out, it let me continue on as player 1, which I was, but then on his screen, it would continue on as him being player 2. So he was now the host, but he was player 2. And this happened to me in other games where, like, all of a sudden everybody left and it would say me by myself and I was player 3. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So I would assume that it happened a lot where people would get booted out, they would disconnect from each other, but then they'd be in their own lobbies. So player 1 would be in his own lobby as player 1, player 2 being in his own lobby as player 2, and so on and so forth, right? Which I think is so stupid. Like, okay, look, yes, I understand games come out now that don't have everything in it, right? But you're telling me that you release a buggy piece of shit too? Like, the fuck? Like, come on, let's be real here. Now, everyone's gonna say, oh, $35 ain't nothing. Look, man, if I pay for a game, now mind you, this game was on Game Pass, but if I pay for a game, yo, game should work, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even, like, there was another glitch that happened to me like 5 times in a row. At one of the end levels, before you fight a nihilist, spoiler, you go to a level where you have to fight these 3 hive chicks, right? So you get to the end, and then you have to go up some stairs, right? So what happens is your characters move together, and then it goes to the next part. You know what happened there? It would just not go to the next scene. So you're stuck there, right? And then, like, people would jump around. They'll try to figure out, like, maybe if they throw a blast over here, it might kill something that we missed or whatever. 4 or 5 times in a row, that happened to me. And I was like, dude, so what would happen is you'd have a team of 4, and then everybody would leave because they're like, well, what the fuck? We're not going to do this. And it was a serious glitch that was like, dude, come on. Now, I went on to online and I started looking at what other glitches there were, right? So, reported known bugs and glitches. From community reports and forums, the following issues have been reported through seem to be universal, but come from players posting on forums and Reddit. Okay, game-breaking glitch at boss fight. One Reddit user wrote about 4 times now we have experienced a game-breaking glitch where the end-level boss glitched out and we could not finish the mission. Affected bosses mentioned Sentinel Mother, Sauron, and Dark Phoenix. Sentinel Mother's Master Mold. I didn't have any of those issues. Thank God. Those actually worked fine for me. Thank God again. Okay. Potential soft locks, glitchy, and level state. In a forum post summarizing early issues, someone described some bugs and glitches made me fear of being soft locked. Okay, I don't know why that's there. Delayed or missing unlocks, achievements, rewards on some platforms. There's mention in a post about delayed Marvel Cosmic Invasion achievements finally arrive on Xbox, implying some players didn't get the achievements immediately on time. Okay, so that one I said. So they don't say anything about the hive mind here, or the hive level or whatever. Cross-platform inconsistency. Some users, PS5, PC, and Switch, so it is on the Switch, reported issues, while at least one reviewer on Xbox said they had none. So bug incidents may depend heavily on console regional versions. Okay, so now let's compare this to Shredder's Revenge, right? Now, yes, Shredder's Revenge is much older, and there's been many patches and DLC. But from what I remember, and I could be wrong, but when Shredder's Revenge came out, there was no issues online with it. If it even had online at the beginning, but I never remember there being an issue with it. Now, Rita's Rewind did have issues. I remember Rita's Rewind, it was so hard when you're in the Zarbon, in the Megazoid phases, right? Like they were so hard, right? And they fixed it. I honestly haven't played it since they fixed it, because I had beat it when it was really hard, and I was like, yo, I'm not doing this again. But I might go back into that. Now, the G.I. Joe game, never played it, so I don't know if it was good or bad, but I've heard that it was a pile of doo-doo. So, look, what I'm saying is, Shredder's Revenge, even now, you could still go back and play it and have yourself a blast. And that's 6-player co-op, right? Rita's Rewind, I don't even think it had co-op at the beginning. I think they might have put the online on it now, but I don't remember it being co-op at the beginning. I remember doing that solo. And this one, they're gonna lose their luster real quick. Like, none of them can compare to Shredder's Revenge. If I'm missing one, tell me, because I probably played it, but I don't remember. But Shredder's Revenge will be number one out of all of them. Like, they're trying so hard to get that greatness that Shredder's Revenge did, and they've all failed miserably. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna say Marvel Mystic Mayhem, because I play that too. Marvel Cosmic Invasion is not awful, but those game-breaking glitches will stop you from playing it. Like, let's be real here. When we play games, we want that shit to work. And if that shit does not work, we're not happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, a game like this should be easier to get, into and really have fun. And if it's supposed to be 4-player co-op, everybody should be able to jump on that, and you should be able to have 4-player games, right? The game just came out. Now, here's the other thing. I have an Xbox One. That's what my son uses, right? I have the Series X. My son can't play it on his Xbox because it's a Series X game. The joke about it is it's still an arcade game. It's arcade style. It's 1 gig. Why is it not able to play on the Xbox One? It's not like I'm running some Borderlands 4. You know what I mean? Like, I understand that. Like, Marvel Midnight Suns could not run on the Xbox One. I totally understand that. But a game like this, an arcade style game, should be able to run on the Xbox One. But what do I know? If it could run on the Switch, it should be able to play on the Xbox One. Like, do you see where I'm going with this? Like, that's weird. Because, like, if I buy it, he's able to play it too, right? But he needs to have a Series X to play this game. Yet, I could play Resident Evil 6 and 5 on the Xbox One. But this arcade game, which doesn't look amazing, like, oh my god, drop your pants how great the graphics are, you can't play it? Like, that's weird. I don't understand why they did it. But, maybe there'll be some coder in here and be like, this is why they do it. I don't give a fuck. It should be able to play on the Xbox One. This gives my son more reasons to tell me to buy a Series X for him. So, yeah. Anyways, I give the game to play. If it runs good, I give it an 8 out of 10. It will never be Shredder's Revenge. I honestly think Shredder's Revenge looks even better graphic-wise, but it won't be a Shredder's Revenge. It's better than Rita's Rewind, and it's better than that G.I. Joe game. If there's another game, let me know. I would love to know because I do not remember anymore. But out of those four, I shouldn't put G.I. Joe in there, but I only read reviews. Like, I mean, okay, right now, there is a Terminator game coming out, right? An arcade style. I'm excited for that. Now, hopefully that's not glitchy out the butt, but I'm excited for that. You know, that game, I was excited for this one too, but I'm excited for that Terminator 2 game because it's Terminator, boy. Like, goddamn. All right, but so here's how I rate them. Shredder's Revenge, number one. It's still top of the list, top of the mountain. Number two, Marvel Cosmic Invasion. I give it that its game's good. The story isn't bad. You know, I forgot to say this. The roster, it has some really good characters in there. Like, I do like Cosmic Ghost Rider. I love that. You know, where it's Punisher. I love that. The skins for the characters, it's just, you know, color swaps. It's nothing big. It's not like their clothes change. It's the same thing. But, you know, and I think the voice actor from the X-Men TV series is the voice of Storm. You know, the Storm from the show with Storm on here, which I think is amazing. Wolverine, regular voice. And yeah, so I give Marvel Cosmic Invasion second spot. I give third to Rita's Rewind, and I have to give fourth to G.I. Joe because I've never played it and I've heard it's dookie. So I will go by what everybody else says because I'm waiting until it's really cheap, then I will play it. But yeah, that was pretty much it. If you play it, or if you have played it, let me know down in the comments what you thought of it. I'm not saying not to play it, like, play the damn game. If you have Game Pass, it's free. Play it on Game Pass, right? If you want to buy it, because I usually buy these games myself just to support the companies. If you want to buy it, buy it. But, you know, try it. You know, don't go by what everybody else is saying. Just try the game out, see what you think. Maybe when you play it, they'll have totally fixed all the glitches and you won't have any issues and it'll just run really well, which I hope that you get that because the game is good. It's worth playing. And you will have a good time if you want to sit there, eat some Cheetos, you know, drink a beer and play the game. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those games where you can just sit there, just rot your brain with nonstop violence. It's fun that way. There's no thinking involved. So you can tell your mind to take a break. Anyways, that's my video on Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Let me know what you think. Tell me what you rate the games down below, and I'll see you in the next video.